YouTube. What's up? What up? What up? What's the deal? Keep it real. We off in the building, late night Madden, Monday night football, late night. Let's get to it. Let some of y'all get off up in here. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Give it a couple minutes. Let some of y'all get off up in here. What the record looking like? Let's see what the record looking like. We down. We down one, Chad. We down one. Gotta get back. Gotta shake back right. Shake back right. Gotta get it back. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hey, babe.
Enough build up. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. To the air, Burrow. And his first pass falls incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
And someone stepped in. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defense.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. The master of play action, Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We there, baby boy, we there. Don't try that.
No matter how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, when that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's no longer a Niner, but I guess 3rd and Jawan still translates. They convert for the 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one is caught by Robinson. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. Rodgers. That's to Robinson. He's got it.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. On third down, they cannot connect.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway.
What up with everybody pulling up? Shout out to everybody pulling up. What's good? What's good?
His progressions, he has a little bit more trust in his protection. I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
They'll run. It's the Hall of Famer, Walter Payton. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, L.A.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got a second and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 19
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open, in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
The 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Rodgers. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now Rodgers. That is brought in the end zone.
Votes in the chat. Votes in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's eat.
Los Angeles. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. Down the sideline. And he'll be taken down. A big play to kick off this drive. That's a pickup of 75 yards.
75 yards. And the Broncos first down. First down and goal to go.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chargers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no return here. This is a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Peyton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The ball carrier. Jalen Carter on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play fake. It's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Let's go.
And they'll get this one down to the 35.
Let's eat. Come on now. Both up. Both up. Let's get it.
Los Angeles.
A run. It's Peyton. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On play action, Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
1st and goal.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Rodgers. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the 1st half, first one of the 2nd half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First down for Aaron. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Peyton. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. brings up second and
Ball
5.
on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Another try for Peyton. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, faking the give. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
3rd and long for Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Pittman. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll go with Peyton, and he searches for a gain of about 5.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run once more with Peyton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The tackle made
A gain there of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10.
It's good for a Charger first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. That one targeted for Devontae Adams.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this
That was
drive.
bullshit. That should have been a catch.
And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
On the return, it's Robinson. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
A gain of
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3.
Fours in the chat. Fours in the chat. Vote up. Fours in the chat. Let's get it.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Peyton. He's got space inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. That might be
Boats. Let's get it.
Peyton. Touchdown Chargers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers. That's caught downfield by Robinson.
Good pass.
Down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. A run with Peyton. He's got room to the 45. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will go all the way. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to get this back only to about...
GG's, my boy. All right, record 2-1, 2-1. Let's get it.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
I always like to say, Mike, receivers in the NFL, they're not paid to make the easy ones. They're paid to make the hard ones, and that certainly is in that category, and he's able to move the chains because of it.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first...
Bro, don't try me on no 4th and 15. Don't try me on no 4th and 15, bro.
Regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down. Now the Chicago Bears legend, Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. It's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Catch made, that's Pittman. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chain.
It's a gain of 18.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
A run here with Achane. And he worked this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Calais Campbell up there to make the stop.
It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, here's Darnold. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
6 yards.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch a ball. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
Los Angeles.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run, and it's Achane. He'll get about 2. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A gain of
From
2.
the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
At the 18-yard line.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and Reliant Stadium, the home of the Texans. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Now, here's Peyton. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards to start the ball game. That is a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
They certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
Now, Peyton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Walter Payton. Touchdown, Houston. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Play action now for Fields. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Quick completion to start things out, and their first drive begins with a first down. They'll run it with Homer. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fourth down, Fields. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. That's taken in by Jennings. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
Here's Fields. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. No chance at all. He'll go down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Second and long coming up. Man in motion here is Jennings. Second down, it's Fields. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Fields from the gun on third down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Minnesota. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. The Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Houston. On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. a first down throw for Fields.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Lots of space past the 45. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 32 yards. First down. Fields. Open man is Jennings. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. In some rhythm, the drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Fields. And he'll be taken down. It's a sack, but there is a penalty flag on the field, so let's get this one sorted out. So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. Fields now. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Derek Barr. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not...
GG's, my boy. GG's. He already gone. They quitting, chat. They quitting. What's good with everybody? What's good? Hit that like button coming in. Hit that like button. What's popping with everybody? It's Monday Night Football. Let's get it. One more win, we to the playoffs. One more win, we in the playoffs, chat. We 4-1, 4-1. Let's get it.
It's North versus South in the state of California, and we're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete.
We'll have to see what
He's going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On third down, here's Peyton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there.
He didn't want it. He didn't want it yet. Come on now. Let's get it.
Thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Rodgers. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. Trying to hit the tight end, Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Peyton trying to get get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Now a toss play for Peyton. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Benjamin St. Just.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Fields. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Good.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
Touchdown! Juwan Jennings in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Chargers 3.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Davante Adams, 54 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 43. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the give, here comes Peyton. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He hits Adams complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Rodgers now to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. Hook up a 15 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and the advance it downfield. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 47-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the option left is Fields.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard
From the
line.
gun on 3rd down, Fields. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to play GTA. I'll play GTA. I ain't played in a minute, but yeah, I'll fuck with it. You still be on it?
And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Rodgers.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All right, bet. I'll join you, my boy. I got to re-download it, though. But, yeah, I'll put it back on. What you trying to do? Trying to get a car show cracking? What you trying to do?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. That is loose down the left side.
Let's go. Playoffs. Here we come. Playoffs. Here we come. Playoffs. Here we come. Let's get it.
38 yards. And the
Hit the like button coming in. Hit the like button. What's good with everybody? Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Get a couple of likes. Let me get a couple of likes. Let's get it. Playoffs. All right, that sounds good, my boy. That sounds good. It's playoff time. Playoffs time. We went 5-1. We went 5-1. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get at you though, fool. As soon as I'm loaded on, as soon as I load it back up on the game, I'm send you an invite. We can get something cracking, fool.
Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A play fake, now dart, rolling right. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got a man, Westbrook-Akine. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, New England.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure all around.
Let's go. Defense, defense, defense. Good shit, my boy. Good shit. Good shit. Get in there. Get in there, Fowler.
Forced a big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Fryermuth. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Forced to his right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Right back to Irving.
Irving again, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get
Defense. Get it.
They're going to give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll run. It's the Hall of Famer, Walter Payton. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Rodgers. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. And the Chargers have the 1st down. They'll run with Payton. Finding room across midfield. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And he...
Clip. Yeah.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Makes the score. Chargers 7. Patriots nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. from the gun. It's Dart. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and short. Here's Dart.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on third and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Here's Dart on first and 10. Forced out wide. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
At the 1-yard line.
Irving trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They'll go play action here with Dart, and he cannot get away. Brought down, and that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for third and goal. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
That is incomplete.
Defense.
Coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the...
Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 40.
Let's go. Let's eat.
And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 93 yards.
Hit the like button coming in. Shout out to everybody pulling up. What's good?
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12 play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive and you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
This taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 30.
Let's get it. Just the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. Let's eat. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Dart. Open man downfield is Freiermuth.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Play action now with Rodgers. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. They'll go with Peyton. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Rookie out of Oregon. They're on the tackle. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 6. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Dante Fowler. He gets in there and dropping for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And they're going to get him for a 2nd time. He goes down again. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. The Chargers get set to kick it away. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Throwing is Dart. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Irving's got first down, still going. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only did they pick up the first down, they picked up a huge gain.
This one down the field for Freiermuth. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. And we will not have a repeat of Super Bowl 40 for bold move, but it is recovered by the hands team. On the give, it's Peyton. Look at him go! And he's into the end zone yet again. Walter Payton. Touchdown, L.A. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good, but
You see how we got here to the playoffs, my boy? That's how we got here. Beast mode. Let's get it. Let's eat.
You don't see guys going hard after kickers on extra points. A little different than field goals, so let's see if that's going to end up costing them.
And this will wind up being a touchback since the ball was kicked from the 50-yard line. That means the official's going to spot this one at the 20. Looking to throw. It's Dart. On the run to the right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dart. And this will be incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. They got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up third down.
On third down, it's Irvin. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Reliance Stadium in Houston. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line. And that's where... We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look at Reliance Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A dynamite way to start this one. That's a gain of 27.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Quarterback's giving his guy a chance. He's saying, hey, I'm putting this ball up there downfield, and I'm thinking my guy's going to come down with it. Can you out-rebound the defender? And give credit to the defense. Right spot, played it well, incomplete.
He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. A gain there of 11. First down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Good blocking to the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Milton Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench to the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the carry, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So after surrendering that long touchdown drive to start the game, good start here for the offense with a quick first down. Play action, now it's Milton. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. And this one is no good. He misses the extra point. File that one away. We'll see if it comes back as the night goes on. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A run with Peyton. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Well run with Achane. And he'll get about 5.
Travis Achane, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the 43. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. We'll try and run right on the option. And it'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Achane. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Milton's pass complete to Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Detroit.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, Rodgers. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I really like the job the defense is doing, Mike, disguising what the coverage looks like before the snap and then what the coverage actually is after the snap. And I think the quarterback's having a hard time really figuring out what am I looking at, where are my targets, where's the coverage holes. And I think it's led to some really big plays by the defense here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Tate, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. On play action, Rodgers. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. On him, he will go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On the ground, here is H.N. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 21-7 lead.
Texans 7. Evan McPherson set to kick
The
off.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Rodgers on 1st down. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers. Oh, how about the coverage there? Nowhere to go with the football. He just throws it away. It brings up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
To the 45. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run, and it's H.N. The Lions call their first time out as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's now
Here's a 2nd and 6.
at the 26-yard line.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. So a signal. Timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
A ball deep for the end zone. That ball caught. Jamison Williams. Detroit. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch